Hello everyone, I'm Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser, aka Nathaniel Hoover, and you've been listening to Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue Version Alpha, The Defect by Iron Mage. And this is sort of an appropriate song tune because today we'll be playing, I'd say we like you're going to be participating in any way other than, watching me play. We'll be playing Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 1 Remastered, because the first one didn't work right, so we had to do it over again. So, I'm going to fire this up. I've got two sizes. I've got 3x and 2x for my game window, and if 3x chugs and slugs, let me know. I'll switch over to 2x. Wee-hoo. And as always, let me know about the volume balance. Make sure everything is hunkily-dory. Here we go. Yeah, so you may have seen my live stream of the results of the original Magmol 1, and you may have observed some janky physics and, other things that people wanted to fix up and tidy up to be on the same standard as Magmol 2. And so here we are. It had been months since Dr. Wily's last defeat, and blah blah, the citizens of Mega City hosted a massive festival for Mega Man to celebrate his achievements. And cutscene art here by Fusion, who also did the cutscene art for Ojo's, a Proto Man adventure. The stars of the show were tributes to Mega Man's adventures, aiming to create the best aspects of them. Predictably, peace did not last for very long. Soon after the festival had started, chaos struck. So yeah, checking in. Volume balance? Volume balance okay? Oh, dust off my Wily voice. Did you all miss me? I've been planning my scheme for the world domination for the past few months. I've heard about this silly festival for that mega trap, and I've decided to take it over! That's just a very glorious sort of picture they had going on in the background. And don't even try to get to my castle, Mega Man. It's protected with an unbreakable barrier. Oh gosh. Just try and stop me. There's no way you can win this time, Mega Man. Just leaving Dr. Wily territory and starting to slip into, Brink Ludger territory. Just a little. Make a good Mega Man level. Yay! Oh no, you're destroying my logo that I made for the first contest. That's pretty. Doo-doo-boo. I am playing with a new controller, my 8-bit Dio Super Nintendo styled one. All the buttons started getting sticky and not functioning, so now I have a Logitech Gamepad F310. This will be my first time actually busting it out in a real game situation, aside from just testing it. Let's see. So I've already done all the configuration stuff, but just for, posterity's sake, seeing all the options here, I think I'm going to change my Mega Man color to 1 through 6. 9-10 is nice, but I like having the option, but I prefer the other one. And we're going to leave the live system off. The original game, one of the big reasons for redoing this, my understanding, is the original game had lives like your standard Mega Man game, not like subsequent Magmol games. And that made certain things very difficult. Did I borrow someone's save file? I don't seem to remember firing this up. The festival is in ruins. Wily's robots have overrun everything. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, as always. But is there any way around Dr. Wily's fortress barrier? Fortunately, yes. I was able to investigate the barrier while you were dealing with some robots downtown. It seems that the barrier can be shattered with exactly 24 energy elements that were scattered when Dr. Wily attacked. That's a strangely specific number. Dr. Wily's probably wanting us to bring them to him. But it's the only lead we have in defeating him this time. Alright then, I've set up teleporters to the various festival areas around the lab. Take the teleporters and retrieve the elements. I will not be LPing Minus Infinity, Cisco Kid, because it's not a traditional Mega Man fan game under my definitions. I don't do ROM hacks, and I don't do bootlegs, that's the other one. So check out my fan game tracker. There should be a link to the video when this goes on YouTube. I'll keep track of your progress on my screen right here so you can check to see what you're missing. Good luck, and be safe. Oh darn. I was going to press 2 to blow myself up instantly and not be safe, but you've ruined the joke. As always, I'll be here to help if you need me. Okay, so, what do we have? We have, nice simple menu. I miss these. I've been playing with the Magma 3 dev kit menu, which it has lots and lots of things to scroll down. And this is all on one page, nice and simple and neat and tidy. I like it. So we've got Metal Blade from Mega Man 2. We've got Gemini Laser. Ooh, an upgrade. Solar Flare from 10. Gemini Laser was from 3. Top Spin from 3. We've got Clouds of Lightning from 10, Sheepman's Weapon. We've got Thunderbolt. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Pharaoh Shot from 4, Black Hole Bomb from 9. We've got Magic Card, which also grabs items from Mega Man and Base. Rush Coil from, I don't know, it's probably in some game somewhere. And Rush Jet, which does not run away from me as soon as I bump into it. Hooray, it's truly an upgrade. It's a shame the very first festival had to be ruined by Wily. Good luck, though. Remember to use special weapons. Huh. I wonder how I do that. Tweet! Oh, what was his voice from Powered Up? It's probably very similar to what I just did for autos. Haha! Hey, Mega Man, I've set up a mini training area here. Blast targets with all your weapons. I decline. I'm just going to blast it with one of my weapons. Although, this is fun. Oh, and I see there's a little secret area that I cannot access yet. So this is good to test things out if you're not already familiar with the weapons, although if there is a benefit for doing this, I will go back and bust some stuff up. Tengu is asleep. Ah, cats. So much better than dogs. So, friendly meta info sign. Signposts, like the one you're reading, will give you information about the areas and levels you can visit. Because this game is the result of a contest, levels are grouped into tiers based on where they placed in the contest. The highest ranked tiers can be found in Tier 5. The original judge comments have been provided, but many of them no longer necessarily apply due to engine updates and bug fixes, on top of some of them being of a questionable variety. You can turn them back off in the options menu in exchange for the letters having fun facts about the levels inside of them. Ah, so I'll toggle that. Fun fact! The judges of this contest were Snorin Pyro, Cheese8, Dubio, Mick Galbani, and Mr. Kiram. I was on the committee that planned this festival. It's a shame that all this work might go to waste, but in the meantime, I'll be here cheering you on and helping Dr. Light. Directions! Up to the attic, right to Tier 1, down to Tiers 2 to 5. Well, of course I'm gonna go to the attic first. Iceman, my man! Lots of the Robot Masters are gathering here to cheer you on. Some have useful advice. That's totally not his voice. That's not the direction I wanted to go. Oh well. Ah, cool. This is the corner where they send me. This is the attic where all the cool robots hang out. You're cool enough, Mega Man. I find it simply disgraceful that you would bring the Metal Blade with you to this festival, but in a nerfed form. What an insult to yours truly! So this will gradually populate with more NPCs as time goes on, if the original game is any indication. I know, I gotta brush up on my voice acting for Powered Up and Fully Charged and other words, names that indicate improvement before trying to do voice acting here. Shh! Don't tell Dr. Light that this exists. This is my secret underground shop. Buy stuff. But I can't. I'm ripping you off. I like that. Because I've turned off a life system, so who needs it? Next I'll turn off the health system. Who needs E-Tanks? I've ordered this item, but it hasn't been shipped here yet. At this rate, it'll show up when you break the barrier. I like that there's an indication of when that's gonna be here. So yeah, that'll be good. That I don't button mash fast enough to take advantage of, and these are good. So yes, I will save. Tier 2, level 16 to 13. Nope. I'm going to start at the top and work my way backwards, because I've already played them from the bottom to the top in the original version, so... Tier 3, levels 12 to 9. This almost... I mean, I know it's supposed to look a little backgroundy, but the top of the teleporter looks extra backgroundy. Roll sells some great costumes! I bought this one last week! Hey, Mega! I've begun to take an interest in costumes. I've got 3 here that you can purchase by pressing up in front of them. You can also purchase the tools to make your own costumes over on the far right. Cool. Tier 4, levels 8 through 5. Tier 5, levels 4 through 1. I think this is where we're gonna be. Oh, because the Kalinka costume was last week. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've watched Thomas the Tank Engine. Welcome to the top 4! The best of the contest levels are here! Also choo-choo! Interesting. Oh gosh! Make it go away! Not that these shots are gonna help any. Wait, I mean sizzling circuits! Make it go away! Okay. Congratulations! Why does every Robot Master sound like this? To our winner! Oh, so slow. First place, Red Bloopy Glassman, score 84.20. You can read all of these other numbers. Blackmore Darkwing's favorites. i.e. McGovany. Right? Snort Pyro. Yes, okay, so we've read all of these. So, I'm curious to see what happens if... How do I get to my options? There we go. Let's turn off the judge comments. Fun fact, the design of the eponymous Glassman comes from Red Bloopy's brother, though the spriting was done by Red Bloopy himself. Cool. Okay. Oh boy, I'll be interested to see what fun fact shows up for my level. I may need to... Hang on just a second, I may need to relocate my game window, because I have my microphone straddled between the chat and... Let's see, what are we doing this? Have my microphone straddled between the game window and the chat window. Huh. You can't grab the ladder while in mid-spin. Good to know. You can't mid-spin while jumping effectively there. Just trying new things. I've already, you know, played through these levels with a more traditional Buster route, so... And those don't soak up crystals. So yeah, this is in, what is this, Mega Engine? This was originally in Blyka's engine, and then the remastered version put it into, I think it's Mega Engine. Or was this Mega Mix? I forget. Whee! So, I'm a little late, but this is technically celebrating, the original Magmal's 4th anniversary. And the remake's... Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to make that. And the remake's 1st anniversary. I'm just like a day or 2 late on streaming this. I was going to stream anyhow. Yeah, I know for a fact the original was Blyka's. Really? I thought that worked. So I know everybody's like, oh, obviously this is the best level in the contest. This was never my favorite. Like, it's a well-designed level, but it has a lot of shielded enemies, which don't have a lasting appeal for me. Oh, wow, okay. That's fine. We'll pretend like I just woke up an hour ago and I'm still warming up to the idea of playing video games. Hey, hey! But yeah, lots of shielded enemies, and I'm usually not fond of, like, stuff falling from the ceiling, stuff So it's like all of the enemies in here are things that I'm not terribly fond of. Ow, okay. What? Well, fine then. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so unfortunately, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. I'm sort of weird. I mean, we know I'm sort of weird, but specifically about... wow. Okay. I'm starting off terribly, I apologize. Yeah, just the whole alignment situation. Oh, and sudden slowdown doesn't help. Of my window was really throwing me off. I was having some problems there, so... There we go, good. Checkpoint, please. Not gonna bother with those. But yeah, I'm thrown off a little bit right now because I think my brain is just not ready to handle, like, taking a look at the chat window and playing this game and being cognizant of where my microphone is and being generally just a little bit nervous about playing in front of an audience again. Like, I'm a gregarious introvert, and I've been cooped up at home not really socializing with anyone or anything. Aside from my wife and, you know, occasionally friends and family for, like, the last many, many weeks. So, So it already is a little nerve-wracking to live stream, even though it is fun. But I still get nervous and jittery. I still think that thing in the top right is a ladder every time I see it. That one little tile. Nope, didn't calculate that correctly. Did someone say slow? Is the game running slightly slow? Okay, I'll bump it down to 2x once this is done. I'll beat this stage and then bump it down to 2x so it doesn't chug as much. I was wondering if that might be a case. Now let's see. What am I doing? Yeah, that is still the weapon that works on you, as I recall. Oh, right, and we can still do this kind of thing. Nope. You know what? Just because I don't want to redo all of this, I will be safe and use an E-tank. Hey. Alright, catching up on chat while all this is going on. Get a better toaster. And what did we say this was? Oh, it was down plus shoot for leaderboard. Nope, not gonna connect right now. No, sorry. Alright, so... Alright. Good thing I anticipated that might be a problem. So now I can readjust my microphone and my everything. Okay. This might be alright now. Let's see how this goes. So, this level, the judging process for Magmal 1, unlike future Magmals, did not bother randomizing the judging order for every judge. As such, at least one judge, Blackmore Darkwing, has said in hindsight they most likely overscored the level subconsciously, as this level was placed right after City War in the hub. Second place, Kumamoo! Mega Man World, 80.80, Storm Pyro's favorite. I'm so used to seeing the little pig creature thing that's probably something like Pyro saying, "What? It's not a pig creature thing, it's an XYZ," from Magmal 2. Have fun with the rest of the game. Is that you're leaving, thank you for joining, or is that it's all downhill from here? I'm still chugging just a little bit. So, I was saying about shielded enemies, right? And how they're not my favorite. I just feel like it's running worse than before. I have one other thing I can try. Oh gosh, yeah, hang on a second. I have one other thing I can try. I don't know how useful it's going to be, but I'm gonna boost... I'm gonna fire up my whatchamadoo, and I'm gonna boost the priority on this. I forgot that was another option that I can do. Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. So, where are you? Set priority. You can be above normal priority, and we'll just minimize you for the time being. Okay. Beep. Well, that didn't go how I thought it was going to. Good. That is good. I like that better. Oh, you found the top of the screen and therefore don't want to... There we go. Yeah, this is Thunderwolf the way it should have been the whole time. I actually really like it in this game. It's still got a goofy name, but that's okay. Ow. Well, I wasn't intentionally going for a Kirby challenge, but it seems to be the direction we're going now. It's kind of gratifying how this is just destroying the level. Oh, I was hoping that I could, like, hop on them. Yeah? Whoop, that was wrong. That was wrong. Wait. There we go. Oh wow! Now, were the damage, were the hit points adjusted in this? I haven't been paying attention to chat, but it definitely, unless I'm just actually using weapons this time, or good weapons this time, it feels like these are very reasonable health values. I'm just having a hard time with jumps like that. I mean, I know it's a little bit of a far jump, but... Yeah, I seem to recall I kept favoring Metal Blade on this level when I played it before, because... Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. I'm sorry, I'd rather just hum-bum-bum along to the music than interact with you. No, I like having you here. It is super cool that after like a 1.5-year hiatus, that I have people coming out in droves to watch me fail at video games. That really builds my self-esteem. So it's cool to have everybody here. It's cool to be back doing this. I've kind of missed this. You know, I took a break because I wanted to focus on... Oh, I keep thinking there's something there, but at least it's not a horrible game-ending dead end. But yeah, so I've been trying to focus on judging for Magmal 3. And I wanted to give it my full attention because I found that, like with my Gemini Laser videos, like recording Mega Man 8, if I try and divide my focus too much, nothing ever gets done, whereas if I completely focus on one thing, at least one thing gets done. So, you know, I just threw myself into judging for Magmal 3, and I've got a blog post that I'm working on for it, talking about the whole playing the levels. Not anything specific and spoilery, but just like the general how I went about doing it, my process, that kind of thing, how long it took. And so that, I mean, that was a huge effort just playing through the levels. It took like 2 months, with everything taken into consideration, and then replaying the levels, and then writing reviews of the levels, and then sending that out for external proofreading, and then having, what I'm doing right now is working on revising based on proofreader feedback. And I'm an editor by day, so editing on top of editing is a little exhausting. Wow, okay. I know what we're gonna do. So it's a slow process to get back into it, but I've wanted to be social again, and you know, I had all my recording equipment hooked up the other day, and I'm like, well, I might as well. Might as well. At least 1 or 2 people have been asking for it, so. Has anything happened in the Magmal 3 server lately? All the usual stuff? I'm really tempted to jump down the little slot on the side. I'm really, really tempted, but I don't know where the last checkpoint was. So I want to keep going. I'm gonna do it. Oh! There is no little gap to jump into. It's just an invisible wall. Have I gotten the chance to play Mega Man 11? Yes! I played it when it first came out, and because I was still in the midst of judging, I wanted to play it on casual mode just so that I could get through it and not frustrate myself potentially if it got really difficult. Because as much as I love Mega Man on top of Mega Man, just like editing on top of editing, can get really exhausting. So, right, what am I doing with this? Oh. But yeah, so I've only played it on casual. I started to play it at a friend's house on whatever the next difficulty is, what standard difficulty. And I enjoyed it. It's definitely one of the better Mega Man games, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I'll just do this again. I really like the special weapons. I think the double gear system's pretty cool. There's parts of the plot I like, parts of the plot I'm not as fond of, but, yeah, overall I think it's a very strong installment. I think it's a good way of sort of rebooting, resetting without, you know, pulling like a Mega Man 9, as much as I love Mega Man 9, and going backwards. Like, I'm okay with them not having Bass, not having Proto Man, although it would have been nice to have them as, like, DLC playable characters or something. But I like that they're sort of reimagining what the franchise is going to be moving forward, sort of fresh slate. So I'm okay with it. Also, as Flashman 85, the Robot Master, whose serial number is 85, is Tundra Man, and I'm totally cool with being a Tundra Man knockoff, or Tundra Man being a Flashman 85 knockoff. Definitely my wife's favorite from that game. This is safe somehow, and it feels like it shouldn't be. Okay, point taken. Eep! Safety! We have reached the end. Hee hee. Oh gosh. Alright. Because actually, I really enjoy watching ice skating. I'm not much of a sports or Olympics or athletics kind of person, but hee hee. Oh no, my poor bolts! Come back! Just nudge your foot just a little bit. Aw. But I enjoy watching figure skating. It's like my favorite thing for the Winter Olympics. And loved. Why am I blanking? Yuri on Ice, if you're an anime fan. Third place, Friendly Dictator Neon Gravity scores 75.60. Oh, we've adjusted to the Magmal 2 scale out of 100, yeah? Fun fact, this level was the very first Magmal level ever submitted! Meow. Meow, meow, meow. That's where I deserve to be. Alright, so I know this gimmick, but it'll take a little while for me to get back into the groove. I think my gaming sense is starting to wake up now. So I'm kind of enjoying finding the alternate ways. Like, I was holding up while firing there. Oh, not quite. I was about to top spin through that. What? Fine. Okay. Very good, very good. I kind of like that, you know, just throwing them around. Like I'm tossing lemons instead of actually shooting. The physics on this are just amusing. You know, there's still some things that I would love to have fixed about this, but overall I enjoy. Although, what am I... There we are. Unlimited buster shots are useful for me in Magmal 2, even though I don't think I fire fast enough. I mean, I probably, you know, found a use for them. Oh, that's right, because you affect the gravity. Yes, right. All of these pit jumps feel really, really intimidating. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just out of practice or something. But yeah, like, all of the pits in this game were like, oh no, I don't know if I can make that! Range shooting holds back ranged shooting holds rate of fire back really hard. Yeah. No, I can definitely... okay. Glad Rush Jet isn't getting pulled in. Yes, I can definitely take advantage of the multi-buster shot. I'm not fast enough to have, like, unlimited buster shots be useful. But a fourth one, at least, on the screen definitely helps. Yeah, and that's something that I think people don't really think about when making... Like, I think we all kind of have a sense of what's a reasonable jump. But I feel like sometimes people make a technically doable jump in the middle of a section where that's really not the focus. Right. We'll avoid this whole situation. And so for me, that kind of just suddenly disrupts whatever had been going on. Right. As if it were going to be that easy. Yeah, okay, fine, I will play your game. The whole situation, you're funny. That was entertaining. Fine. You can outfire... Ooh! Oh, I'm out. Well, that was fun that was working. Oh! Could I have potentially hit you with other things if your eyes weren't closed? Was not... obviously, I was not looking. But yeah, a big jump out of nowhere can kind of derail an entire, otherwise really good challenge. Because it's not the focus, but it pulls focus. Especially when you have to do a bunch of them in a row, or when everything's really, like, low brain jumping, and then all of a sudden it's, whoa! Okay. You are different. Right, okay. Yes, a useful topspin. I'm fine with topspin in this game, I'm fine with topspin in the Wily Wars. Like, I'm not opposed to it in concept. Just the way it was programmed in Mega Man 3. Pull me in! Pull me in! Ignore me! Ooh! Multi-hit. I approve. Out of energy. I do not approve. Wow, that was fast. Okay, cool. I gotta keep readjusting myself to going the other direction. Wow, there's not like 50 levels in this tier. This is exciting. I may actually finish this game today. Fourth, that entity person, Citadel Basement, scores 75. Fun fact, a boss known as Rail Hunter was planned for the level, but was scrapped due to time constraints. It would have involved a giant machine controlling several guts lifts on an endless rail. Ooh. Oh yeah, topspin is great against the... Excuse me, the clone Mega Man boss. I might have put, like, a platform down here, like, not using one of the spawners, but putting one just on there automatically, so nobody, like, if you've never seen a Guts lift before, nobody accidentally thinks to jump down there because it looks like a platform. I'm sorry, I'm still in, like, game critique design mode. I've been judging for a year and a half, I can't help it. No, I really enjoyed this one. I think this might be my favorite one in the contest. This probably would have gotten the highest score for me. I guess we're not going to get a platform. Not that I need it. This should just be a full health refill when there's not a life system in place. But yeah, I think this is probably the one that I would have rated the highest if I had been judging this one. Orc. The eternal temptation of jumping on spikes to grab an extra life. Am I scared of judging Magmal 4 because of its potential scale? I'm not scared, I'm just not going to do it. This has been, I mean, Magmal in general has been my entire life since 2015. And you know, I've had fun doing this. Oops. The little power-up fill-up threw me off a little bit. That's okay. You know, I've made friends, I've made games and levels out of all of this. This has been a really cool experience. But I'm also ready to do absolutely anything else with my life. And it's a hugely time-consuming process to do judging. And even if we... Hi! We'll just take this bolt back to Dr. Light's lab. Oh, and I don't have an M-Tank, so I may be out of luck? Maybe not. Whee! It's a hugely time-consuming process. My wife misses me. So, I will be happy to not participate in Magmal 4. Like, I may, if there's another Pit of Pits, I might make a couple levels for that, because I find I really enjoy making pit levels more than full-length standard levels. I'm not reading chat right now, by the way. I see my name highlighted out of the corner of my eye, but can't really look up right now. But yeah, I'm not planning on participating in 4. I'm planning on doing anything else. Besides, after being a judge, you know, after being a participant for several games and then being a judge, I feel like that's sort of a good place to duck out. Okay, we'll take that and run with it. Why do you tempt me with the... Why don't I remember that entire section? I'm gonna take a breath and catch up on chat as I slowly nudge forward to make it look like I'm actually playing, even though I'm just watching chat talk. Make a good Crystallis dungeon. That would be fun. Oh, I'm totally happy to help with Crystallis. If you have any, questions. I don't know that I'll be able to see them if I'm not keeping up with chat, but... Alright, so that's a whole tier down. And now we're off to tier 4, levels 8 through 5. Oh good, we can't blow this up. Dark and mysterious research facility? Now this is my kind of place. Oh, yeah, I've got to figure out what kind of voices I'm using now. This feels different. Oh, that's right, we're starting at the end and working backwards. Somebody ought to put that cheese back in the fridge. That teleporter makes me afraid. It's like I can feel if someone's going to suddenly rise from the dead in there. Tier 4 box. Aw, what? Info box 1000? That's boring. I am really enjoying this music, though. I don't recognize it, but I'm really enjoying it. I like that we can skip the dialogue. What was that? Loading stone memories.exe, 5%, 30%, 60%, 90%. Justice Man, but you died a long time ago? Yeah, I beat you in like my first fan game sampler livestream. Well, at least I played Rock Force all the way through after that sampler livestream. Loading. Now only I remain with the spark of freedom. I will preserve it at all costs, Mega Man. You know this. Hold on, why is this happening? Fix me? I'm afraid you're beyond hope, brother. Let me send you to that scrap heap you so desperately defend. Ah, all of the good music, like all of my favorite music in Magmal apparently comes from Xenoblade. I'm just going to stand here and fire weapons at you until I find one that I like to use on you. Then, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Excuse you. Cool. What's funny though is when I've tuned into like music on YouTube from Xenoblade Chronicles, it's never the really good stuff that I like. That's totally my style. 5th, Wrecking Program's Research Facility, score 74.20, Mr. Kurim's favorite. And then, like, I'll find specific tunes, I'm like, but wait, that's awesome! Fun fact, the creator of this level went on to make the base for the engine used for future Magmals and the remake you're playing right now, as well as Mega Man Maker. This one is another contender for my favorite in the contest. It's only the connecting sections between the boss fights that I deserve that. That could be touched up a little bit. But even those aren't bad. They just aren't as wow-inducing as the rest of the level. That was a fun multi-hit. It's nice to be playing video games for fun. Because so much of what I've been playing has been, like, for research purposes. Like, not a big fan of the Mega Man Battle Network series, but, well, I'm not an anti-fan, but it's, like, just not my style. Let's see, that would be an electricity-type weapon. And that would be something like Boomerang. Well, Black Hole kind of sounds like Boomerang. That works. It does a trick. I kind of wanted Charge Kick here for a second. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, but like I'm not playing games for fun as much. Like I'm playing Battle Network 5 because I'm contractually obligated to play every Mega Man game ever. and I haven't gotten to that one yet. And, like, Magmal 3, although, you know, I enjoyed a lot of the levels, and even the ones that I didn't enjoy was still a fascinating experience, and, you know, I like the chance to write and review and give some feedback to people. But that's, you know, in a way, that's work. And then there's some other games I've been playing, but, you know, I feel like I've used up all the really good games in my backlog, and now I'm digging into the ones that are, like, fine or not so good, and there's a reason I never got around to them, even though I bought them, like, 10 years ago. So it's hard to find video games that are just fun for the sake of fun. And let's see. Well, I always use Charge Kick on you. What is it, Crystal Eye? Yeah. And you're Yam Spear, so you're kind of... No, not really. I forget, it's been so long. Nope. That works. And you're Dust Crusher, and what's dustier than fire? Maybe? No. No. That'll do. Oh, I am not a fan of Battle Network 3, actually. Of the ones I played so far, that is easily my least favorite. Lots of backtracking, wasn't a fan of some of the things they had me do. Like, I liked 1, I was actually surprised by how much I enjoyed 1. And then 2 improved on it for me, and then 3 was just some serious backpedaling for the story, for the gameplay, and then 4, you know, despite the infamous localization, I actually enjoyed 4 more than 3, not as much as 1 and 2. Like, it took forever to get back to the point where, like, the intro sort of warm-up section was like a third of the game, but once it got going, I was kind of into it. And then 5 would be my favorite in the series if it weren't for the liberation missions having you needing to beat battles in 3 turns. That just completely wrecks my gameplay style, because I'm like... I use the Buster. This is not my style of gameplay, so I'm not proficient with all of the battle chips and the program advances and the, you know, all of the transformations you can do, the soul fusions or whatever they're called. Well, that didn't work. And as I'm getting more powerful, the liberation missions are less of a pain, but the first, like, 3 were unbearable. But yeah, it's an interesting series. It's one that I would have stopped after... I would have stopped during or after the 3rd game, if I hadn't been, you know, contractually obligated to play it. I'm living the life of a daredevil here! Standing on these missiles really gets my robot adrenaline pumping! Can I blow them up? That would be hysterical. Well, no. Oh yeah, they promoted the heck out of Battle Network 4, and it's like, it's up there with Mega Man 2 as like the best-selling Mega Man game of all time, from what I understand. But unfortunately, it's one of the least that you want everybody to have played. 6th, Lambda, Thunder Cliffy Plant, score 70.40. Fun fact, the entry's name and original music comes from Tesla Coatl stage from the entry maker's on-hold fan game Mega Man X Variable Zero. Tesla Coatl himself and a gimmick involving moving sparks were both planned at one point but weren't implemented in time. Mega Man Star Force. I've played the first one. I have the 2nd and 3rd to play. Oh, and it also bugs me that you've got the Pokemon style, like, red octopus and, like, chartreuse otter version. Like, I don't want to buy multiple versions. Give me one game and just give me all the content in it. This feels very loud. But Star Force, I played the original, and I really like the combat. I actually like the combat better than in Battle Network. That's more my speed. But the plot... Oh, wow, I was not paying attention there. The plot's really bad. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen my website, nathanielhoover.weebly.com. It makes me sad that these are clearly labeled as what you need to use on them, and not the original blocks, which looked like they could be a normal part of the terrain. Oh, I'm out. Well, try this. Nope. I thought that was going to be a mistake, and I'm glad I was proven right. It's nice to be right sometimes. Yeah, the plot... I did a big long write-up on my website and my serious opinions covering Star Force, and the plot's really, really bad. And I had some issues navigating because of the overlap between the wave world and the real world. Like, it was really difficult for me to kind of figure out, wait, where am I actually looking? What's solid ground? What isn't? Overkill! Wow! That's really exciting that that happens. Yeah, the plot to Star Force 1 tone. It's very bad. The characters are all unlikable, too. Right. Was there supposed to be a Yoku block? Yeah. I prefer this Super Ball Jr. version to the canonical default, because even though you don't really see it when you play in Skullman's stage, the way he's programmed... Oh, wow. Pay attention, man. I'm tempted to press 1 and float myself through here, but this is not the Magmal 3 death kit. I can't just turn on no-clip mode. I will stock up on E-Tanks, yes, thank you. Oh! Ruined my streak of coolness. Yep. I've ruined myself. Oh, right, because I can't grab onto ladders when all that's happening. Alright, well, whatever credibility I had as a competent game player is long since gone. Dork. Yeah, I'm never a fan of the you need to stop immediately or else you will get hit. And yes, I realize there's some of that in my level here. I've learned a lot as a game designer since then. I think left progresses the level. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I was talking about Super Ball Machine Jr. So in Skullman's stage you can't really tell, but unless you're completely at the same level at him, or at least the way they're programmed in the Magmal 3 Dev Kit, unless you're standing completely at the same level, they don't fire, and so you need to have some very specific architecture to keep the player sort of at the same level as the cannon for it to fire, and I'm glad that they just fire of their own accord here. Boo-doo-boo-boo! Yeah, excuse me. Forgotten how to drink. I'm so sorry.
We have had researchers around here. Turns out that the tubes on our heads are useful for carrying around quick nods to people across the room. Hooray for science!
My voice acting license needs to be revoked. I didn't renew. 7th, The Stove Guy. Spiky Meltdown. Score 69.20. Cheese's favorite. This is another one that would have been a contender for top. I don't know about favorite, but, you know, definitely like top 5 somewhere in there. Fun fact, this stage increases the player's movement speed slightly, making it the only entry in the game to modify Mega Man's properties. Welcome back. Oh man! Is this the one that I'm gonna get to play without Janky Rush Jet? That's exciting. Now, how's the volume balance, folks? I feel like these levels that I've been playing have been louder? Well, boo. Maybe I could use Rush Jet to get up there? Audio's fine. Cool. And I don't suppose I can slide off Rush Jet. No. Yeah, and these platforms not breaking. That's what I was thinking. That'll be a nice improvement to this level from over the original. Oh, that's not how I wanted that to work. I keep wanting to pull out, like, Water Shield. No, it's not this jam. It's also nice to be working with a different weapon set, because I've been playing with Magnum 3's weapon set for, like, the last year and a half. I was hoping to slide, but that did not happen. Wow, okay. Couldn't even, fire off a, shot. Yeah, lots of power-ups here. That should be labeled as a bottomless pit if it is a bottomless pit. I think it is. But I can't quite remember where. I feel like I'm close to a checkpoint. Either that was it, or I'm close to it. Nope. But I don't want to go goofing around. Yeah, that was the checkpoint, I'm pretty sure now. Oh ho 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 ho. I don't know what this is, but... Oh gosh. Spooky booky. Is that a Binding of Isaac reference? Is that what we had in Magma 2 as well? Am I remembering that correctly? But that's cool. I like finding secrets. I was trying to figure out what weapon do I want to use for this, and the answer was not spikes. Okay, good. Still a bottomless pit. I don't know if I found that in Magma 1. Oh, wait. I didn't want to destroy it. I wanted to knock the platforms out from under it. I'm gonna do that again. Bye! That never ceases to amuse me. Finding ways to invite enemies to, casually depart at their leisure. I didn't need you anyhow. not like I have enough health to get through any of this. Whee! Right. I don't need to shoot them up there. I just need to get rid of the guy in front of me. I'll stick with the Buster. I know I've been trying to play with other weapons, but... no, we'll do the Buster this time. Whoa. Stop. Just stop. Wow, okay. Ow, okay. Oh, butts. Alright, I see how it's gonna be. We're gonna do this the lazy person's way. You know I can beat this, I know I can beat this, but I want to keep the stream moving. So I will... yeah, this is the only section why this doesn't rate higher for me. Like, I like the idea, I think it's got something, it's got some good prospects there, but I think it just needs a little more fine-tuning. And/or I need a lot more practice. But I think if it were, like, right in front of the checkpoint, that wouldn't be so bad. Just getting back up to it is a little bit of a... it's not hard, it's just time-consuming and liable to take a little bit of damage. Well, that's interesting. I watched the first episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, hated it, will not be coming back to it. And I know that's the most unpopular opinion I could possibly express, and you're boycotting my stream now, but so be it. Wasn't the animation style, it wasn't the voice acting, it was just the very, very antagonistic characters and plot. Boo-doo-boo. Although, it has been fun to, yes, I've already done this. It has been fun to, quote things that I know nothing about from that show. Like, my wife, thought she had, I think it was like soda or juice in her cup, and discovered that it was actually tea, and she was surprised, and I said, haha, you thought it was soda, but it was actually me, Tio! And apparently that's funny, I don't know why. Ringman, what do rings sound like? It feels so empty here, the researchers all packed up and here after Wily attack. Being a guard like this is lonely. Like an old rotary phone ring, maybe? Again, they've revoked my card. 8th, 128 up, under construction, score 67.20. This is the only stage, fun fact, that took advantage of a feature within the MM1 Met and Garyobi objects in Magwell 1's Dev Kit, which allowed you to set how many shots the Met fired and whether the Garyobi was always fast or always slow. Boing. Eep. Why am I going up top? Nobody wants to go up top. This, for me, is one of the least memorable levels in this contest. I don't remember having any strong feelings about it one way or the other. Ah. Oh, wait, I totally have stuff I can buy. I should be going after bolts. Again, having had a year and a half of playing Magmal 3 and having maxed out my bolts like a third of the way through the contest, I don't even feel like I need to go after them anymore. I need to train myself out of that. Yes, be greedy again. Boing. Alright, so this new controller is working out better than I thought it would. Because it's mostly the same design as the Logitech Cordless Rumble Pad 2 that I got, like, 10-15 years ago and loved. And then Final Fantasy VIII with the summons broke one of the buttons. Well, not broke, but made it so that it's not nearly as responsive as it used to be. And then, more recently, the D-pad just started not working correctly, so I had to retire it. But I'm still looking forward to maybe possibly busting it open now that I have a replacement and seeing if there's anything I can do to fix it. Because I love that thing so much. And this is mostly the same design, but the back is just a little bit different, and it doesn't fit as comfortably into my hands because it's not as curved, it's more rigid. Ow. And the L2, R2 trigger buttons, I should stop talking while there's stuff shooting at me and flying around. And I should also be trying to get more action out of the rebounds. And do some cool trick shots. Like that. But yeah, it's a little more rigid and angular around the back. And the R2, L2 buttons are... they fan out a little bit, so they're more like proper triggers rather than just flat buttons. And it's really hard for me to get my fingers around it as comfortably as I want. Touché. And I still got hit. I have so much other anime to watch, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on JoJo, especially because I know everything else that I feel like I need to know. Oh no! Because of how much everybody else talks about it. That was intentional. Oh yeah. Boom. Yes! Triple delete. Wah! Shoot first and answer questions later. I do prefer having the little pause to know that I'm filling up. There's an option so that you just instantly get that health back, but I like that little satisfaction of the dee-dee-dee-dee. Even if it occasionally sends me down a pit. Alright, moving along. Fun fact! Magic card can grab items and boomerang them back to you! Oh no, it's Charge Man again! Anything new over this way? You know what? How much I got? 380. I know what I'm gonna do. Let's be roll. Because she was the only character not available of those options, aside from the, like, custom costume thing, in the original Magmal, so let's take advantage of that. New people? I forget if both of you are here.
Isn't it cool how we can just teleport wherever we want? It's cutting-edge technology! No? Okay, sorry.
How does Dr. Light not know that Eddie is running a shady shop in his own lab? Sorry, that was more of a Shade Man voice. Don't know what's going on.
Welcome back, Roll. Buy whatever you can.
Wait a second. Did I just get away with buying a costume for free? I thought it was 200. Unless the custom costume was 200, I forget. Anyways, maybe it was only 50, I wasn't looking. So, yes, increases power and size of the Charge Mega Buster shot. Ah, but I'm not using charge shots, actually. Because I'm favoring special weapons, so let's do these. Nothing over there, okay. I don't have time for this whitey nonsense. I just want to get back to my research. Wait, tier 2. 5, 4, 3? I think we skipped tier 3. Yeah. Tier 3, levels 12 through 9. I'm so confused. Oh, it's slippery. I'm confused. Are we falling or rising upwards here? Yeah, that's a good question, because I have no idea which way to go for the next level, so I'll probably do this out of order. Whoa! The big drop is really intense! Just looking at the bottom from here gives me vertigo. Well, I guess I'll start with the tier boss, and then work backwards. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up if you dare, face the big drop! Trademark. Yes, yes, this is as fun as I hoped it would be. Okay. Hopefully this is the tier boss. I'll read those upside down later.
Humph! Where's the justice? I demand a retrial!
Oh, okay. Sorry to disturb. I'll just leave.
You there! Vindicate me! All I nicked was a wallet! Is that any reason to kick me out the lab?
Someone set us up the bomb. Well, yeah, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? Is that some sort of crime?
Yes? You aren't the sharpest tool in the shed, are you? Sharp? Maybe you just need to cut that sort of thing out.
Shut up!
Hey, I'm just taking a quick stab at your situation.
Don't you dare!
Maybe just make a written apology?
That's actually a good idea.
The pen is mightier than the sword, after all.
That's it! I'm making paper dolls out of you!
That's the spirit. Oh wait, he's actually mad. I am once again paying no attention whatsoever to the boss, because I want to figure out what is your weakness. Probably not this, because Justice Man was weak to being missed all the time by what I'm trying to attack you with. Yeah. That looks effective. Just in case. No. Oh, wow. That's even better. Okay. And I don't mind if I use up a little ammo on this one, because I've got enough to spare in case I need to go back and do this boss fight again. Tier 3 boss. This cave could really use some more saturation! Oh, blue and purple! Where's the love for the other colors? 9th, Flashman 85, Maze of Death, score 63.80, Duvio's favorite. What is my fun fact? Maze of Death's controversial difficulty comes from the fact that the entry maker was a buffoon. Didn't know that all entries had to be beaten in order to beat the game. He thought all entries would be optional, so he designed it with skilled players in mind. Also, there was a room with a secret. I was going to tell you about that when we got there. But yes, you know that anyhow. And I'll talk to myself later. Actually, I talk to myself all the time. So, I completely support the skip teleporter. I have absolutely no problem with the skip teleporter. I think it is wholly justified. So let's see how I do with my own level. Well, that's fun that it automatically regenerates the ball. Oh, except when you're out. I just kept holding the, Haha! A hoist on my own petard, as it were. That was intentionally dressed up to look like, oh, that's totally a spring, and I got myself. Cool. Yeah, it's fun coming back to this after having not been anywhere near it in so long. Black hole bomb, that's what I used here. Yeah, I am kind of bummed. Like, yes, this definitely makes the level easier, but I was trying to jump and then press down and then fire, not down and jump to slide into spikes. Holy cats. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, wow. You were supposed to die in 2 hits, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it's interesting to come back and see this after not... I'm also kind of bummed that the power-ups there are visible over top of the thingamadoo. But yeah, I learned so many lessons from this. I hold no ill will toward people who are not fond of this level. I completely understand, and there's a lot of things I would do differently, even if I were designing it for more advanced players who I felt didn't need the warm-up of all of the, you know, what does this do? I think it was Thunderwall next. Yeah, but yeah, I miss having the, blocks look like they might be part of a wall, and have remembering what the different styles are and guessing what the different styles are be part of the challenge. But that's okay. Anything to make this level easier is alright with me. Of all of the things I could have redone, I would rework this corridor. And I'm taking the safe, lazy route out. Ow. Ooh, although it may be the dead route in a second. Okay, so in case I messed up, let's clear this pathway first. But yeah, if you haven't seen my original video of this, the whole idea was no checkpoints, but you clearly, you gradually clear out, you gradually clear doors, unlock gates to get around this maze. Oh, I need to do this honestly. I can't do the rush trick because that doesn't work on ladders now. Wait, that's backwards from how I think I needed to do it. You know what? I'll skip that. Yeah, when the developer is still having serious problems after a long absence, you know that there's stuff that needs to be fixed, and that's fine. I understand that. Yeah. And I appreciate the work that the dev team put into breaking the dev kit to make this work the way it used to, because I programmed this around very, very specific behavior. So I was concerned about this getting remastered. Actually, which way do I want to go first? Yeah, I was concerned about this getting remastered because I felt like it might be difficult to get it the way I had originally intended it. No, that lasted longer than expected. And I'm pretty sure you still can't get to it, yeah. So, clearing pathways that I won't be using yet. Right! I forgot. Yes, there was another secret wall back through there. Yeah. Yeah, the probably the single biggest lesson, well, the 2 or 3 biggest lessons I learned from this. One of them was make sure you properly introduce all of your concepts to everybody, because you can't expect people to be mind readers. You don't know what their expectations are going into it. You don't know what their skill level is going into it. So you need to teach players everything about your level as though it's their first time seeing a Mega Man level. Yeah, I did this backwards. I should have. I need to backtrack, which is awful. So I'm just gonna get myself blowed up to speed this along. Playtesting was another thing. I did playtest this extensively myself, but I have learned that you are your own worst playtester, so you should not even bother submitting something unless at least 2 other people, really, at least, have played it as well, and preferably more people with lots of different skill levels, different approaches to feedback, different things that they look for, like, oh, I look for graphics, oh, I look for, you know, challenges. Another side note about this, I was involved a little bit in touching this level up before it was released. Wait a second. The power-up's gone. Oh no, the power-up's down there, hang on. Yeah. That's fine. So because this was remastered, I felt it was okay to make 1 or 2 minor graphical touch-ups. I had switched around some of the power-ups. I can't remember if they got switched back or not, because I don't have my level quite as memorized as I used to. But I switched power-ups around, understanding that there would not be a life system in this one, even though there's still an option, which I don't think I knew about. Because all the 1-ups that were in here before don't really matter if there are no extra lives. I would have switched them to E-Tanks if that's how I'd been designing this level. But yeah, I touched up a couple little, like, minor tiling errors. So yeah, feedback from lots of different people. This is much harder than it was before. That was not an issue at all originally, and now it's really hard to get that. So refill some of those. So yeah, getting good, varied playtesting at different stages of development too. Don't just wait until the level is, like, totally done. I honestly forget how I'm supposed to get through that. I really do. Because I know there was a specific trick, and it's not the one I thought it was. Ow. Okay, so then I jump up there, and then jump onto that, and then jump onto that. Yeah, maybe that is how I need to do it. Yeah, okay, alright. And I don't feel comfortable sliding over that. Over those tiny gaps. Okay, whoo! Well, if I can break... If I can break this... No, 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 no. Yeah, this was designed to be done in a very, very specific way. That's another thing I learned from this, is give your players flexibility in how they approach things, even if it's a puzzle level. Give them a little bit of freedom. Yeah, this is also different because originally these blocks were, originally the blocks were, 1 wide instead of 2 wide. Now they're 2 wide! And I was so bummed because I 100% tested this to see if you could damage boost through here and skip the whole level. You can. I don't know if you still can in this version, I assume you can. But I'm positive that I tested for that. And I put that little pole egg there as a, an easy, wow, an easy refill. Come on, there you are. Alright, now, where were we? Back to our nonsense already in progress. Ah! It's pressing all the wrong buttons. And my blade. And these infinitely responding boulders were here so that if you ran out of energy, you could always get out. That's one thing that I knew going into this, which is not something I learned, is that you should never allow players to get soft-locked because they've run out of critical weapon energy. Right. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember, wait, didn't I have different tanks before? And yes, I did have different tanks before. It was E and W, because it was EU. And yes, why would you think to jump over this? You've never needed to do that in the level so far. So yeah, there's a lot of things I would do. Anyhow, when this was first made, this had... a Super Mario World style ending when you picked up the energy element. So I decided I'd play around with that. If anyone's seen my video of Super Impossible, yay, victory fish! If anyone's seen my videos on the gc.net Game Cola YouTube channel of Super Impossible Mario World, my ROM hack forever in progress of Super Mario World, I use fooling around with that kind of thing, where you keep marching after the level's over and sometimes get yourself into trouble. So yeah, that was my level. It's all done now. 10th, Parmesan, John. Hard to See Land, score 52.40. Fun fact, the music in this level was specifically composed for it by the creator's brother. I didn't talk about the big fish. What else is there to say about the big fish? It's a victory fish! Hooray, you beat it. Another valuable lesson I learned from Maze of Death was don't try to fit every idea you've ever had into one level. There will be other opportunities. Now, at the time, I thought this would be my... Excuse me, I thought it would be my only shot. Perfect! So seamless! I thought that would be my only shot ever at making a Mega Man level. So I wanted to fit every idea I ever had. Be grateful that Hologram didn't make it into there. I did cut a couple things. But self-editing, so important with these levels. You know, just give yourself limits. And say, no, I think, like, 4 enemy types and 2 gimmicks is sufficient for this level, maybe 3, you know. Ah, not quite. I knew I probably should have waited, but I was getting impatient, and now I have to pay the price by spending more time. Oh, yeah, the fun fact was about the fish, and I did talk about it, Shurikens. It was that in the original version of Magma 1, you just teleported off once you got the energy element. You did not march into the next room and see the victory fish! Oh, actually, the top platforms... Hi! The top platforms aren't broken this time, so... presumably. right? Oh gosh! Oh! Wow. Wow. I always remember, I had a lot of trouble with this one. I definitely... This gave me issues. I think because it kinda... It changes its style so frequently. Like, that whole section was like 2 or 3 screens worth of content right there. Just the amount of time that it took me to get through it. And then you've got lots of cannon enemies, and Yoku blocks, and now you've got... Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna rush jet through everything, and I'll use my M-Tank if I have to. I can't keep doing this. But you've got so many different styles of challenge. So many different things introduced on top of each other all at once that it's challenging for me to adapt to them quickly enough and really wrap my brain around, okay, this is the style of gameplay. No, this is the style of gameplay. Oh, Tango Jet, yes. Sorry. My apologies. Sure. Send those over to the other side of the world. Well, the other problem I had with Maze of Death is that my original concept of it sort of being like the movie Cube, where it was just a series of death trap rooms, I sort of abandoned that and went for the barrier concept halfway through, and then wanted to still integrate what I had and not waste it, and make it, you know, a little more interesting than just lots and lots and lots of levels, and then as soon as you know how to, or lots of rooms, and then as soon as you know which order to go through, that you only have to play like 5 screens and then you're at the exit. Because I also built the level too close to the corner, I didn't allow myself room to expand in the other direction, so I could only go down and right, which was a problem. Actually, I'm curious to try something. I want to see if this lifts me up the ladder. That was fun. I also, because I'm colorblind, I'm having a lot of trouble seeing what's solid ground against the black background here. What? What? But yeah, I kind of locked myself into, or trapped myself in a corner, painted myself into a corner, with Maze of Death. So there's... Right, I was trying to jump, and I didn't quite do that soon enough. So there's a lot of reasons why that level ended up the way it did. And, you know, I was super proud of it at the time. I thought, wait, this is totally the best level in the contest. Why didn't it get first place? No, I wasn't like that. But I'm like, I was happy I got as far as I did. But I still very much enjoyed my level, and I see in retrospect so many things I should have done differently, but, you know, I'm still, all things considered, pretty happy with how it turned out. And would definitely never do it like that again. Yeah, the barrier situation here does feel a little trickier than it did before. Oh, yeah, this is hard to see land because I almost can't detect. Also, it's like bright and sunny here, and so that's making the contrast more difficult. Good, this is better. Alright, I'm not even gonna... oh gosh. Yeah, definitely not even gonna mess around with this. Those are solid. Those are not background decoration. Choo-choo. Well, we've reached the end. Oh, the continuous vertical scrolling. That's right, I forgot about that. We... Woo! Okay. Okay. Shinies! Shinies everywhere! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 11th place, Thoron, Napalm Forest and Caves, score 52.20. Fun fact, this stage was meant to have a boss fight against Napalm Man with a revised pattern, but the idea was cut due to time constraints. The idea would later return in the form of Napalm Man Mark II and Thoron's Magmal 2 entry, Conveyor Mayhem. Did I not talk to myself today? Oh boy, thank you for reminding me. What does Flashman sound like?
Oh, I heard that if you hang upside down, the oil rushes to your head and you think better. But I'm not feeling anything. Am I doing something wrong?
It's okay, I can laugh at myself. Da-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, really good music in this game. I approve of the cats. Let's be smart. Yeah, I like the music selection in this game, for sure. And I kind of just want to hum along to it, because Napalm Man is, like... If it's not my favorite, it's tied for favorite. Watch me just jump right into the spike pit after all that. Shall I go down? Or shall I go right? Choose! Choose! Tell me which way to go. Do I go right to the forest, or do I go down to the caves? Right! Right is the right way, you say. Okay. I was hoping for a bouncy kitty. Oh well. Where's my weapon that I'm looking for? There we go. I think I actually prefer down. But that's okay. Yay. Magic Card's like, I'm just gonna slowly extricate myself from this situation. Hey, where's my top spinning? We'll go down this time. Secret 2 button found, yes indeed. Wow. That's fine, you go find a new home. I will take fewer E-tanks. Oh well. You're right, it was a waste. Oh, you forgot to put a tile behind your object. That's something I haven't seen a lot, but I've seen a couple times in Magmal 3 where somebody placed the objects first and then forgot to tile behind them. So, in your map, in your Game Maker window editor thingy, definitely make sure to, those aren't spikes, hooray! Turn off all the sprites when reviewing your level construction. Well, I didn't need that. And then I did. Ow. So, who here has played all of the Magmal games? Or I guess, actually, better question. Of all of the Magmal games, original Magmal 1, Magmal 1 Remastered, Magmal 2, 48-hour, 24-hour... Oh, wait, 48 hours not out yet. 24-hour. Which is your favorite? You know, we've also got Episode 0 on the way, we've got Magmal 3 on the way, we've got 48-hour on the way. But... anybody have a personal favorite, and why, in particular? There's no right answer, just idle curiosity. Oh, and I guess you could count the judge application levels for Magmal 3 if you like. I would be surprised if anyone said they were a favorite, but above all the others, but no harm in liking those, because those were fun. Yeah, I think I like the underwater area better. That was interesting, just had a little hiccup. Yep, just, you know, using my underwater fire. Hey! What for you no shoot? Those are spikes, they are not tiled as such. Another thing I look for, just giving you a tiny little taste of some of the things I might mention during judging in Magmal 3, without actually spoiling anything. Because you probably guessed a lot of these. Wow, what is the You probably guessed a lot of these if you've caught any of these streams or read anything I've written about game design, but, consistent spike design is important for me, because you, then you'll know at a glance, oh, I've seen spikes once, now I know always this is what they look like. So not switching those around. Probably could have banked that off the wall, would have been more interesting. And then, only make two-way screen transitions when totally necessary. Like, if there's a puzzle you may need to reset, or if there's, like, multiple directions that you can go, and maybe you want to give the player the option to backtrack and say, no, I actually don't want to go this way. But if your level is totally linear, it doesn't make sense to me to have... I like this. Right, I'm supposed to go down. It doesn't make sense to me to have two-way screen transitions if your level's totally linear. Huh? Unless I was supposed to jump higher. Yeah! It's not as helpful in dispatching the shrimpies, but it does its function. Well, that was overall less elegant than I was hoping for, but oh well. I still want to go up. And the other issue I have with unnecessary two-way screen transitions is that if your player is really, really bad at figuring out which way to go, like if they just have no sense of direction, it can be really confusing. Like if you start at a checkpoint where gameplay proceeds to the left instead of to the right, you might go, you know, I think, what was it, Space Crusade, I want to say, in the submitted levels had a moment like that, where the direction changed, but the player wasn't necessarily in the loop about that. Okay, weren't paying... Well, like, they were in the loop, but not necessarily attending to the change. And then it also, if you do it inconsistently, like if you do it everywhere as a two-way transition, okay, fine. You know, I understand that's what you're going for, but if it's inconsistent especially, then you might have players guess about, well, wait a second, did I miss a secret? Because, you know, it was two-way there and it was one-way there. Maybe it means something. Space Crusade was one of the judge application levels, yes. They kicked me out of my summer home just so they could expand it for some part of the festival here. I swear, real estate these days. I'm not going for any particular voice, just whatever comes out of my mouth, and I'm sorry. 12th, Mitch Cheddar 93, Wily Combo. I think I... Oh, and that's 48.40. Fun fact, Duvio's judge comment for this entry, I would order a Wily Combo from Wendy's, later became the inspiration for the McWiley's tier in Magmal 2. Actually, hold tight a second, I can tell that I need a snack, so I'm going to grab a snack really quickly and I will be back, so hang tight. Don't go anywhere.
I have returned with a snack.
Alright. So, pardon me, I need to munch. I can feel my blood sugar falling, my enthusiasm and excitement waning. So this is Panda, the real taste of licorice since 1927. Made with natural ingredients, strawberry licorice, naturally flavored. Alright. Play some games. So chat, you go ahead and talk, because my mouth's going to be full. Do I need any of this? Well, it's bolts, so yes. Interesting. Why? Oh, so that you can get... Oh, was that destructible all along and I don't remember it? Cool. Entity, it certainly exists. I forgot about that. The one on and only. Oh! Oh! That's not how I wanted to play that. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you weren't aware, you can hit the left and right shoulder buttons, or whatever you've mapped them to, the change weapon buttons, together at the same time, and that cancels whatever you have and jumps you straight back to, your default weapon. Yeah, the tile set choice here is very challenging for me because the background and foreground all look alike. Okay, I gotta stop humming and start commentating instead. How do frogs like sunlight? So, I seem to have forgotten the whole point of the stage, because I'm sitting here thinking, man, they really went hard trying to remake... You know, they're just copying level ideas, screen ideas. That's interesting. Oh well, if whatever I was going to say was going to be funny, it certainly isn't now. Oh, I probably don't need to rush jet through here, because maybe the tops will work as desired. Cool. You know what's funny is that in this game, I keep wanting to have Ice Wall. Like, I don't really want it in Magmal 3, I want to donate it here. The whirly swoosh is sort of subtle. I meant to do that. Ow. Alright, so we talked to Crystal Man already. We talked to Gyro Man. I think we can go. No, Mega Ball will be good in a contest that doesn't have, Magnet Beam. And let's go up to the attic. See who we got. You're new. It's actually better to use the solar blaze at close range. Hitting an enemy before the flare explodes will cause double damage.
This is a slick hideout up here. You could hide some arena up here or something and no one would notice.
Oh, the black hole bomb isn't actually a true bomb. False advertising. Terrible. Deplorable. Abhorrent. I'm suing Capcom.
I can't believe it. They made my weapon actually useful. I feel so happy and loved. Wait, they still hate me?
Kind of bopping along with Sheep Man over there.
I've heard that the city is under attack again. Have no fear, the flames of justice will soon smite them.
Let's see how everything is going with Dr. Light. As always, I'll be here to say the same dialogue if you need me to. Oh, wait, that's interesting. What's that all about? So we have... What's with all the color coding? I don't understand. And are those two different colors between the top left and the bottom right? I'm not sure. They're color-coded to match the tiers. Okay. So I only detected two colors up on that board. I actually didn't see the other one. So we need to go down a tier, yeah. Tier 2, level 16 to 13. Tier 2 boss. Oh no. Here's Johnny! Public domain character, baby! You'll never be rid of me! Why me? Why me? At least you can't call Yoku spikes on me this time. We aren't in your lair. Wait, Yoku spikes? I was planning on beating you to death with a spoon, but that's a much better idea. Oh, nut bunnies. What are we doing? Once again, not paying any attention whatsoever to the... I guess I should stand out of the way here. Nope. This is my process. If I'm fighting with the Buster, I'll try and figure out their pattern. If I'm fighting with weapons, to heck with my own well-being. That seems to work. You can actually get to a vantage point. You can use that attack. Wow! This is a little nuts. Ah, I tried to jump too, and it did not work. Ah. Well, we have so many, we might as well use them. Oh, can you shut these off? Oh, it just gives you info. Okay. That is fine. Oh, you can shut them off. Okay, good. I appreciate that. Because sometimes you buy an upgrade and you're like, that's not actually what I wanted. Are you so fast? Ouch. Okay. I'm gonna do this with the Buster, because his weakness, at least the weakness that I've discovered, seems to be obnoxious. I tried to jump, and apparently he's invincible now. Cool. Alright. That was not my favorite. But also I was barely trying to do it right. Oh, his weakness is Gemini Laser. Why did it look like Thunderbolt was doing so much? That's a much better weakness. What a beautiful... Why does everybody keep sounding like that? Chat, you'll need to give me some suggestions for voices moving forward, because my brain's just not working right. What a beautiful view of the city! I sometimes dream of having a better voice out there and opening a business, achieving my dreams. Ah, foreshadowing for Magma 2. Ah, Thunderbolt hitting him multiple times. Got it. 13th, Monkey Shrapnel, Sky Ziggurat, score 46.80. Why am I fighting the bosses like that? Oh, I mentioned it's my process, just trying to figure out what is their weakness, and then I'll go rail on them with their weakness. This level, fun fact, was the second level submitted to the contest. It also was the first Magma level that had no custom assets. Meow. Come back! Come back! But wait! Wait, no! He can't let you get away! Oh, got away. There we go. Whee! Well, that was interesting. Did I bank a shot off the hard hat? Yeah, so, another fun fact about Ojo's, a Proto Man adventure. So, because I was using Blyka's engine, I was using the original Magma 1, final game source files. I just adapted the the Mega Man 1's Sniper Joe that was in there. Not quite. Not quite. I can't remember if I made it. Yeah, I think it was programmed so that it looked like, according to the code, if I'm remembering this correctly, according to the code, it looked like it should have done the proper directional hop when you try and move over top of it. But in reality, it did not. And so I tried to fix it and couldn't, so I just, because I am not an actually competent programmer, I just fake it. Wow. So I just left it like that, and then worked the level design around them jumping straight up and down, which informed some of the challenges. Fun little secret room. When in doubt, throw construction workers into a black hole. I like it. I was trying to do some quick little sneaky dodging there, which obviously... did not work. Alright, so, captive audience. I can talk to you about anything, but, you know, why don't you tell me what you want to hear about? Because, again, it's been a year and a half since I last streamed. You know, this is... I've been seeing a lot of people between this time and the last time I streamed saying, oh, it's my first stream, which is super cool. And it's been a long time since I last streamed. Maybe people haven't been keeping in touch with me on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. So if there's anything you want to ask me or have me talk about, especially related to Magma 1, because I wasn't, aside from just doing a little bit of touching up, I almost jumped over the top there. I totally should have jumped over the top there, but I was afraid that I'd have to get stuck and go back to the checkpoint. But yeah, let me know if there's stuff you want me to talk about, mention, discuss. What have I been doing other than Magma 3 judging / how's quarantine treating you? Well, I don't want to answer that question, so I'm going back to the ziggurat. Hang on a second, sorry. Aside from Magma 3 judging, I've been hanging out with my wife, watching, you know, TV, movies, anime, all the usual stuff. Been doing, you know, a little bit of writing here and there, and actually playing some video games, starting to get back into reading comics, reading some books, stuff like that. 14th place, Blue Kirby, Midnight Snow, score 43. Fun fact, this stage notably has no long-scrolling rooms whatsoever. This was initially believed to be a mistake, as having no scrolling is default in Blyka's engine. What the original game was based in, however, in this case, it is intentional. As far as quarantine is concerned, you know, I've been trying not to talk about quarantine because it's the only thing anyone ever talks about now, and I understand that, like, this is our world at the moment. But I also, you know, I try and provide, like, escapist fantasy for people of just, hey, we're gonna not think about the world and let's go play some Mega Man for a while. But it is relevant, and it is a good question. Inside these four walls, quarantine is treating me really well. I know that the rest of the world is not in, you know, the same condition that I am right now, but I'm working from home full time. I'm falling down, you know, bottomless pits like I own the place and I belong down there. You know, spending a lot of quality time with my wife. Completely cleaned out our cupboards and re-examined our food situation of, you know, what do we actually need? Do we really need to go out to the store? What kind of stuff can we use? Gotten into better cooking habits. So, I mean, there's just... Financially, we're doing better than we've done for a while because I'm not driving everywhere and, you know, using money on gas and car maintenance. Not ordering out like we used to, you know, just... Life's actually been really good, which feels almost bad to say because I know that that is not the case for a lot of people. Had any good food lately? So last night my wife made some curry. We just got a new rice cooker, which she's been very excited to have for a long time. And so she made up some curry. That was good. And we ate while watching. We have a Roku, and we were watching the Bon Appetit channel, which if you're like a fan of Food Network like we are, they have lots and lots of interesting stuff on there. We were watching One of Everything, where a guy goes into various restaurants and tries one bite of one item each of everything on the menu, and then shares the rest of the food with the crew so it doesn't go to waste. And that's just really interesting to see, you know, what do these places do well, what are the surprises of what's actually really good in places, so... Any thoughts on the upcoming Episode 0? I actually had, pardon the pun, zero interest in Episode 0. You know, for me personally, the Zero jokes had run their course by the end of Magma 2, and it just felt very odd to me that we'd be, you know, having an entire game playing as this strange character. So I'm willing to give it a shot. You know, I'm not opposed to it existing, but it was not something that caught my interest at all. So I haven't been involved, but I will stream it when it goes public, and I'll probably give it a little time just for the initial shakedown cruise of making sure all of the the biggest bugs get worked out and, you know, wait for an update or two. Because inevitably, no matter how good your programming is, there's always more to fix up when you know, release your game to the public, which is the largest group of playtesters you will ever have. I'm kind of enjoying playing this in reverse order because the lower ranked levels in this game aren't lower ranked so much because they're terrible, more because they're just sort of innocuous. That somehow worked. Said this before, but it's less that the game is continuing the Zero jokes, but more that, like, Zero makes sense for an alternate playable mouse in the face. Yeah, and like I said, I'm withholding judgment until I see it, you know. Also, I completely had my hands full with Magmal 3 judging and pit testing, or pit QC. I'm doing some other miscellaneous stuff for the contest. Boo boo. Wife should join me for commentary on streams sometime. She would ever be up to it. She adds a lot when you're busy trying to play, honestly. Well, I will be sure to let her know that. Thank you. I do like having her make cameos from time to time. I was playing an adventure game over Discord screen share and voice chat with a friend of mine, playing the adventure game Dragon Sphere, which he had never played, and I had just recently played and really needed somebody I could talk to about it. I was pestering my wife with updates constantly of, you wouldn't believe this puzzle I just played. And what's funny is I really didn't enjoy the game all that much because I was playing it on the harder difficulty mode and switched to the easier difficulty mode with my friend, which actually gives you proper feedback and clues about some of the most obtuse puzzles, and so it's a much better game now. And so I thought we were going to commiserate, but he's actually kind of enjoying it. And so anyways, all of that is to say, my wife popped in at one point to contribute to the conversation. She was like, "No, don't go in there!" I forget what it was, but it's nice to have a welcome intrusion from time to time. I guess he had to be there. Ah, that almost worked, and it was almost cool. Like that. That was cool. Yeah, I miss being able to bust these guys up with 2 magic cards. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Oh, she was totally right about not going in there. There's all sorts of ways to die in that castle. Tower. Alright. Let's see. Now that I'm here, I'm wondering why I brought my skis to the festival even though there isn't snow here. 15th, Scorpio, Sunset Siege, 37.80. And I think the, if I recall, the weapon weaknesses are a little different because they're not programmed on like an individual enemy basis, they're grouped into factions. At least that's how Magmal 3 does it. Fun fact, this stage was originally 1 place higher in the original Magmal 1. Oh, double dose of originally. But there was actually a score miscalculation with Mr. Kieran's score. Oh, double dose of score. Upon recalculating, its placement ended up swapping with Midnight Snow. Oh yeah, I'm totally still having that snack. Something you can look forward to when... well, that's an interesting little nublet there. Something you can look forward to when Magmal 3 results are released and I upload all of my blind gameplay videos of the levels to YouTube, is me not giving a hoot about what I sound like or entertaining for an audience. Ah, that almost worked. So I will eat snacks, I will have an upper respiratory infection, you will just hear all sorts of fun things while I'm quote-unquote commentating. I like that we've brought in the Mega Man 2 building here, that makes me happy. I want to go this way. I don't want to go this way! Sorry, Spin, I have the day off today, and figured a lot of people do, and figured I never stream starting... Well, I don't often stream first thing in the morning, and definitely not on a Monday. That's very rare, if it's ever happened at all, so... I thought this might be something different. I do try and stream when I stream, at different times, days of the week, so that more people have a chance to get in on the fun, assuming this is fun. Okay. I thought that was going to end poorly. I don't need to go that other way, really. That was convenient. It knew I was going to get beat up there. Good, good, good. I need another one. Why does that look like Spark Shock to me? What is that? That's Pharaoh Shot. I don't know, yeah. Oh, so this is something I think I was talking about earlier, is making sure you don't potentially soft-lock your player if they happen to run out of weapon energy, no matter how unlikely it is that they will run out of weapon energy. There should always be some relatively convenient source. It doesn't need to necessarily be a giveaway. Why did I think that was Solar Blaze? Meep! Just cuz. Oh, here are all of our refills. Oh yeah, I totally need to assign, like, 1 or 2 more people mod powers, because I honestly can't even remember who has them, and some of the people who may have had them when I was streaming a year and a half ago. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Well, I tried. Because I'm just getting lazy and not really thinking about what I'm doing. But yeah, if anyone has a strong desire to be a mod, let me know and I'll consider it. They gotta know you well enough to know you're trustworthy. Or maybe I won't take requests and I'll just say, hey, do you want to be a mod? Because then that removes the awkwardness of people being like, I want to be a mod. I'm like, I don't know you as well as you think I know you. Or worse yet, I don't trust you as much as you think I trust you. But I'm a trusting person. I know, swords are dangerous. Maybe I should just leave things the way they are. He might be right. Because fortunately, I have the coolest stream audience in the world, and people who watch my YouTube videos as well, and they're a very respectful bunch, which I really appreciate. Ah, I was trying to jump. Boo-doo-boo-doo. Yeah, and honestly, the modding here is just, hey, there's a bot being a problem, could you please kick it? Vroom vroom. What does Night Command sound like? Oh, I was asking for voice suggestions before and never followed up on them. So give me more voice suggestions and maybe I'll look at them and think of them. Necroman, vroom vroom! I'm being tied here! There's tunnels for quick travel, but they're not big enough for driving around in. Sliding is for chumps. Speed Racer. Oh man, it's been long enough. maybe I can remember how Speed Racer sounds. 16th, Gyro Saloon. Chroma Key, score 38.60, Dubio's least favorite. Fact fun, the entire stage is blatantly color-coded and meant to follow every color of the rainbow. However, the creator wasn't able to implement sections for the remaining 2 colors before the deadline. Yep, I've been playing backwards spin. Funny, DJ Jeeves. Just adding insult to injury down there. This is probably my favorite low-tier level, but I really appreciate the mindset of it. And yeah, definitely there's stuff to fix, but the concept is cool. That it's got a clear theme and identity. And this is very much in line with the "what's enemy spam" mindset that I had when I first was designing levels. That's another thing that I think I've learned more from judging other people's levels than from my own design. That the official Mega Man games really don't have that many enemies on there, on the screen at time. Not that many projectiles for the most part. And if they are, it's all like sort of a concentrated part of the same challenge. Almost got there. Actually, when I was making Gutsman's Asteroid for Magmal 2, the very first thing that I kept in mind, this feels really loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit for the moment. But one of the things that was like top priority going into Gutsman's Asteroid for Magmal 2 was make this level boring. You know, really scale myself back. Don't go overboard. Have something that feels not quite as interesting as it could be, because that's going to be a normal difficulty. I forget if I want to clear this out. Now that's interesting. One big shot takes him out, but all the little shots don't do bupkis. Huh. And so that's sort of been my mantra ever since, is keep it simple, keep it boring. Because if you look at like the first half of every official Mega Man, not every, but like a lot of the official Mega Man levels, they're sort of quote-unquote dull by fan game standards, because they don't have crazy stuff all over the place. It's really training you, setting up a lot of the things that'll come later, or just sort of testing the waters with, here's some concepts, try them out, see how you fare. Oh, Speed Racer. I don't know if I can do anything remotely resembling Speed Racer, or my recollection, so let's try this. You have to admire the resourcefulness, no, definitely not, of the festival committee. Reusing old buildings as hubs for festival areas? Weird, but effective. Okay, so we saw this one. Okay, so I guess we're through this tier now. One of the reasons I tend to like pit levels... Oh, I'm gonna turn the volume back up now. I'll turn it up to halfway between where it was originally and where it was for the last level. Fine, I've been ripped off. I hope I get an achievement. But yeah, I think the reason why Tier 1 levels 20 through 17, why I like doing pit levels generally more than full-length levels, is because I'm a concept guy, like an ideas guy. Everybody's an ideas guy. And so I like being able to play around with the concept and give it just enough to flesh it out and not need to necessarily commit to turning it into a whole big production. And so I can kind of throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Heatman!
Oh, this place stinks.
Let's see, can we... Here's how we'll do it. Come back! Come back! Can't wait for me to do what every LPer other than Joopy does. Uh-oh. Info box. Tier 1 boss. I can slide on the bottom too. Well, oops. A lyric? Why is it just sitting there? Yes, so we had... Oh boy. We had a different boss in the original Magmal one, but that was, what was it, Joltman, I want to say, from Mega Man Eternal, but permission was not requested to use the character, and the game's designer did not want the character used without permission, so it was changed. That is my understanding of the situation. That was interesting. I don't know what that is a reference to, if it's a reference to anything, but it was certainly interesting. 17th, Ziggurak's Odyssey, The Quickening, score 35.20. Fun fact, the lack of music in this level is an accident. The level was one of the last submitted, and I'm having a snack, again, and the creator simply forgot to put music, as they always had the game on mute. Interesting. Aha! I'll provide some music. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. You know, that doesn't help if it doesn't work. Black Obama isn't going to save me. Well, that's a right shame. He was pushing me away. He was not pulling me. Alright, we're gonna tank it, is what we're gonna do. Don't care. Do not care! Alright, so what's the secret to getting through this now? Is it just the skip teleporter? Did I not do something that I should have done?
Personally, I love killing, and that's why I like levels like the one next to me, full of death and destruction, the bliss of obliteration.
18th, Can I get a witness? Level. Score 18.40. Oh, we have a fun fact to read now, don't we? Fun fact. This level was submitted with 2 different versions in the file, lacking an exit or name. The girl at the end is a character from the obscure Mega Man Dreamwave comic, Waltz. Meow. The judge icons are a little scary here, aren't they? Oh, actually, I don't need that. I will leave that for some other poor schmo. Help. Okay, this is like the one time I'll accept a two-way transition. Have I played / intended to play Scooby Doc 4 on stream? I have not played it yet, but it is in the cards. That qualifies as a fan game I may stream, according to my list. And, I will check it out at some point. I've been starting to not just do random ideas for live streams of just whatever games I feel like, but I've been trying to theme them, so when I do Scooby Doc, it'll probably be together with other nonsense names. Hi, Willats. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, that is ironic, isn't it? Oh, that circle.
Some guy was threatening to beat me up earlier, but they'll never find me down here.
19th, Gazcake, City War, score 14.40. Everybody's least favorite, just about. Hey, hey! We've been receiving complaints about some of the festival areas down here, so we placed some green teleporters that will let you skip the offending areas. Please bear with us as we come up with a more streamlined solution. Fun fact, the holes in this level most likely stem from the fact that the creator forgot to uncheck the Delete Underlying box in Game Maker's Room Editor. Since most enemies' sprites in the original Magma 1 had their sprite origin set at the bottom center, placing enemies would overlap with the blocks below them and delete the block if the box was checked. Oopsie-doo. Actually, I will go back and beat this, honestly. Thank you. I'm glad that... Thank you. Actually, hang on. While I'm thinking of it, I just want to see what the quickenings... skip teleporter looked like. You're not the quickening. You're not the exit. Well, the exit from this life, maybe. Let's try this again. Still a little clumsy with the side menu there, trying to get to the exit and retry and all that. I approve. When are you going to go away? Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. Fun. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, so right off the bat, there's all these silly jumps. That's fine. We know the main strategy on this one, don't we? If it were more feasible to do this without Rush/Tango assistance, I would totally try and do this a little more honestly, but also I don't want to prolong the stream more than necessary with falling through holes that surprise me, even though I shouldn't be that surprised. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retry, which should refill my Rush Jet energy. Or not. That just takes me back to the last checkpoint is what it does. Yeah, thank you. A little stepping stone up onto that. Excellent. Yeah, I almost exited and came back, but no. I've got another, I've got an M-tank if I have to, and I've got a weapon refill here. Had a weapon refill. It still feels loud. So loud. Okay, we'll do it this way. You confused me. Wait, do we have a top solid here? What is going on? Well, so much for that strategy. Alright, here's what we'll do. Wow, okay. Oh, it's a ladder? Okay, that explains many a thing. Bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da da. Oh man, yeah, I would love to have the Magmal 3 dev kit option to show collision and see where all the objects actually are. I do like the Joes hanging out in shop windows concept. That's cool. I like the bats hanging on background clouds concept. That's silly. Like, this is another place where Ice Wall would be great in this game. You cannot comprehend the form of City War's attack. So in case I missed it before, are there any other questions people have for me, or any other conversation topics you want to hear about? Because it's entirely possible that I miss things in chat, because I don't see half the things that happen in chat, unfortunately. I do try and, you know, check in. And I'm getting better at this now that I'm, you know, back in the habit of streaming. 20th, no Lynch, objective Vein Space, score 9. Fun fact, this level is based on the 131st place level from Make a Good Level Contest X. I need to get into the other, like the Mario level design ones, just play them, see what they're all about, because they're so popular. Mission, Proud Sky. They were both joke levels that were straight drops to the exit. It even deflected my shot. That's fun that they were bouncing off. This does end eventually, yeah? I mean, my memory's a little fuzzy. So the way Blyka's engine was programmed, you had to manually place screen transitions, and they didn't stretch across the whole screen. They were individual one-tile large screen transitions. So if you didn't fall in exactly the spot where there was a single-tile screen transition programmed, it was treated like a pit. And then I think they just kept that here. Huh? What's going on? Why'd you teleport me back here? Roll! Right before you retrieved the last element, Dr. Wily came bursting in. He told me through an elaborate song and dance how he knew you were about to get the last energy element to break, the barrier, and wanted to save us some trouble. He bragged to me how he installed a space elevator to his fort right outside the lab, and invited you to fight him again. This smells like a trap. Why would he just put an entrance to his fortress there? No, I believe he's serious. You know how he is about proving himself. Looks like it's up to me, then. Time to storm his fortress. Have fun storming the castle. I wish you luck, Roll. The elevator is right by the exit door, over by Tier 1. Remember to stock up and prepare yourself before leaving. We're gonna see Magmilk 3 blind run. Good luck, Ro. Yeah, so I will, like I said, I will upload my blind playthrough videos to YouTube. Honk! Can we get through the other place yet? Nope. I will upload my blind playthroughs to YouTube, and then I will eventually stream Magmal 3. But again, that's going to be one that I'm going to give it a good long time for other people to play, and not have my, you know, do something else for a while. I don't need to reread this. Why am I rereading this? Go! Okay, what can I buy? Power Orb. Oh, well, I don't have enough for it now. Well, I didn't before. A new special weapon that acts both offensively and defensively. You bounce around constantly, just like Glass Man. Oh, I like that you gave the first place winning boss a weapon of sorts.
I'm trying to overcome my land defect. Am I doing good? Huh?
Oh, and then there's the attic to go back and visit at some point.
Remember to check out the awesome Mega Man fan site, Sprites Inc.
Shameless plug.
Whenever you use the topspin, you're completely invincible. Bullets go straight through you.
The Gemini laser is actually segmented, so on rare occasions it can multi-hit enemies. Where did we say that barrier was? It used to be where the costume shop is.
I'm pretty sneaky, you know? I purposefully chose to be in here, a room no one would really ever visit.
Except you, I guess. Yeah, who needs to go to Tier 2 anyhow? Oh, you know what? That's true. I probably should... Chroma Key was Tier 2, yeah? That looks like a hole I can go through. Oh, I wish I had explored here earlier. Dr. Wily Elevator Co. Notif. Space elevator to my castle. No entry fee required. Got it. Okay. What am I doing? I'm going to Chroma Key, which I'm Tier 2... Yeah, Chroma Key. Okay. We'll grind. Was it 300 or 500? Wow. Yep, kind of figured that might happen. Alright, Tellies, bring it on. That's another thing about Magma 3 that I noticed that's just generally good advice. If you have custom spawners, make sure you have a limit to how many spawned things can be on the screen at one time, so you don't potentially break someone's game if they leave it sitting. Plus it also just looks bad when you've got way too many things spawning. Here I'll give it a pass because it's kind of intense, but... 266. Yeah, this is actually, ow, painful and fast. I was gonna say, maybe I could go grab those power-ups, but I'm like, why? I'm already doing that. Oh, just be more patient. 340. Was it 300 or was it 500? Remind me, people, if you would please. The other benefit of Magic Card is that it brings items to me, so I don't risk missing out on anything. 300. Alright, well, then I'm out. Thank you. I would use, for farming, I would use, yeah, for farming, I would use, I want to know if you can get up through the ceiling there. It looks like you can. I would use Magic Card for farming. I would use Black Hole Bomb just for normally getting through that level. Yeah, check the attic. Well, let me buy my thing. Yeah, let me buy my thing so I don't forget about it. It's only there because it matters in Magmal 2. Okay. Porb. Oh boy. Why was I having, like, a boy and his blob flashbacks there? So, who have we not spoken to? Man. What was that look? Were you expecting an I can't defeat Man joke? I don't make any of those anymore. However, you're alone in that. They hired me to air condition this place. If it lets me into the Cool Robots Club over Plant Man, I'll take it! Hi, Plant Man. I had to bribe my way into the attic here. Maybe I just smell too nice to resist. Bass! The old man left me out of his plans again, so I just came down to your lab. Can't find much to do nowadays. Oh yeah. Now we go outside. Exit. I still love this Wily Castle design. I really do. Now, there isn't a warning this time about not being able to stop and go back. So I'm assuming you can exit out and then pick up where you left off, maybe? I remember really liking this one. Probably a waste of Black Hole Bomb. I like how he's getting, the hopper was getting sucked into a black hole smaller than he was. Imagine, if you've seen Alien Resurrection, the final part of that movie, it's a little something like that happening. Yeah, that's cool. I don't need it, but I'm going to get it. Why did I do that? That was just the dumb. Why did I do the dumb? Yeah, I'm not a horror movie fan at all, but I actually kind of like the Alien movies, especially the first one. That one's just very good sci-fi and psychological horror, more than like slasher gore like AVP, what was it, Renaissance, Ridiculousness, the Requiem. That one just turned into a pure slasher movie. I did not enjoy it. Not sure how I made it out of there. Yeah, so this is different. Well, let's see. And then, of course, I'll need to come back and see the other... Ah! See the other... the other path. Ah! Oh, if only I'd had my charge shot prepared, I could have handled you.
You're banished to the black hole!
Alright, I'm gonna pretend like it's actually reasonable to do it this way. But I think I'm supposed to do this the other way. Oh ho! Nope. I'm assuming I want to keep going left and not down. I feel more comfortable jetting through here because I haven't really gotten a good feel for the new weapon yet. Oh gosh! Well... Nope! Okay. Fine. Oh, I mean, there was, you know, if we're talking Earthworm Jim, they did have the underwater, shoot, I did it again. No, I'm not actually enjoying this. Should have taken the other path. Sorry, chat. I was not expecting to have lots of new stuff that I haven't practiced. I thought this was sort of going to be an easy, breezy... Maybe if I cancel so I can land myself properly and then restore the shield, the orb. Okay, so let's remember... Oh gosh! Well, that didn't help at all. Yeah, I'm not well-versed enough in this weapon to suddenly... You know, this... Pyro's gonna hurt me for saying this, but this is sort of like jumping into Guerreri's Magmal 2 Judge stage without never having used any of the weapons previously. Now I can't even... Let's see, can I rush jet through that first section just to get past that initial thing? And I can't seem to slow it down enough. Ah! I don't know why I was trying to slide off it, but yeah, okay. Alright, that's more effective, that's fine. Did I start too soon? No. Oh! Yeah, it is on me for rush jetting past some of the power orb stuff, but I'm still allowed to do it. That if a game lets me play a certain way, and I'm having more fun with it or more success with it, then, yeah, okay, let's see what I have to do. It looks like I can actually keep doing that. But something else I found with lots of playtesting is whatever the game lets me get away with, I'll do it, even if it's less efficient and less effective. If it's more fun for me, or if I feel like I've got a better chance of success, I'll stick with it. That was just me not starting soon enough. But I feel like I'm not... Here I actually feel like I'm kind of learning something about it, whereas Power Orb, I'm still struggling just to control myself. Yeah, I should have started sooner. This is totally not going to work. Yeah. Well, need to find that sweet spot. Just getting over that first hurdle. And I'll switch back to Power Orb if this continues to not do what I want it to. No. Alright, we'll go back to Power Orb for a while. I'm sorry, I really... If I weren't already intending to finish this on, you know, this whole thing on the stream, I would have given up by now. Because I feel bad when my audience needs to watch me fail miserably over and over again, especially when I'm very slow to warm up to whatever the proper strategy is. No, I'm not getting used to the orb because I hate physics like this. I really, really do. Because I don't feel like I have control over my character, and that's absolutely essential. And, you know, even though, yeah, there was a warm-up thing where I could have spent more time warming up with this, all of it's like, you just die instantly if you don't immediately get it right. And there's not really any chance for me to fail a little bit and say, oh, okay, well, let me not do it that way, let me try it again. It's just, either I do it right or I don't, and that's very hard for me to learn. Oh, and I'm reading chat instead of watching. Ugh. Also, because we're now past lunchtime, so the likelihood of me getting frustrated, even with a snack to tide me over, is going to increase exponentially. Okay, so I guess I'll just stay in the bubble. Hopefully that's the end of that section, though. No, did that wrong. Actually, that's true. If there weren't auto-scroll in here, I think I'd be okay with this, because I'm naturally on a sort of timer because the glass is cracking, so there would be an impetus to move through it quickly and not just sort of be too careful bouncing around. Okay, so maybe I do need to reform the bubble there. No, screwed up again. Yeah, I saw that the glass broke when I got hit. Now that throws off the physics too much, but I feel like I need to do that so that my ball doesn't break. Ugh. Do low bounces. This actually is what I needed before the auto-scrolling section, I think. Because that, you absolutely need to use the weapon to get through it. You can't cheat your way with anything else. Okay, we'll go back here at some other point and see, just because I can, what the rest of it's like. Thanks for bearing with me, people. No, it wasn't even cathartic, it was... Okay, good, it's over. Let's keep going. That's cute. I like that. Well... Farewell, Super Ball Machine Senior. Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Fortress stages so far being completely different from how they were before. Like, there were some elements that were retained, but that they were basically remade. Wow, that feels very loud. And I feel like if the judge levels were going to get completely remade, then the entry levels probably should too, but rather than just like a little touch-up. Yeah, I'm gonna abandon special weapons only, and I'll just play whatever feels most appropriate, because this is new content now. Oh, I see what's going on here. Ah, not quite. I don't know, Andrew, I'm sort of the mindset that if you're going to, you know, put it in a new physics engine, fine. Take the opportunity to touch up a couple little things, that's okay. But if you're going to completely remake some of the levels, then give that treatment to everybody. Otherwise, it's... I don't know, it just feels strange to me to have sort of a... Let's retain all of the old, rough level designs from the original, except where it makes the judges look bad. Or at least have the option. I think I'd settle for a compromise of being able to play the old judge levels. Now, if they're still in here, then, my criticism's invalid. And I don't remember screen for screen all of these enough to know how much these were actually remade and adjusted. Okay, I can. Well, that's good. As long as you can still play the old ones, that's fine. And then I guess it makes it worth you know, for somebody who's already played Magma 1, I guess it does make it worth replaying this because you get the new content of the judge stages, not just the improved game physics. I don't know. Again, mixed feelings. Alright, what are we actually doing here? Yeah, couldn't get that together in time. Oh, magic card, that's what I'm looking for. Shoot. Well, that was highly effective. Nope, that didn't quite work. I want Rain Flush. Whoa! Shoot. That's not how I wanted that to go. I could probably grind for power-ups here, but I'll just wait for there. Now. This is not terribly effective. Alright, well, that's surprising that it's not sucking those up. I thought it did before. Ah! It's trying to get my power up. Oh well. Hi, Fry Guy. No, I'll save it in case I need it later. Have I not found a weakness yet? I thought Solar Blaze did refill his health a notch. Top spin blows out its flames, okay. I thought I saw something going on with that, but... Munch, munch, munch. Okay, so we're at least starting out the same. I'm gonna be a monster and do this the wrong way. can't get back to where you were now, huh? Well, I'm going to play this two ways. I'm going to play this the absolute wrong way, and then I'll come back and play it the right way. Unless there's no point in doing one or the other. Yes, I know that it's forcing me into a pacifist run, but I've already screwed it up after the first screen, so I figure I might as well go all the way. Oh, they reset. Interesting. So I guess I'll stop unless there's no point in stopping. Okay, so it looks like I can probably just sneak that one and then come back. Fine, I will do your pacifist run. Make sure I date the fish. Yeah, so Magmal 3 is the game that got me to finally play Undertale. It had been on my I should probably play this list forever. Yikes. But after, what was it, 2 different stages referenced it. I'm like, yeah, I should probably go see what the hubbub's all about. Do I need to do this both ways? Do I need to do a pacifist and a non-pacifist run? Is that what this is all about? Because it doesn't look like there's a difference from the 2 hearts that I can detect. Oh, there's 2 paths. Oh, well that's a nice, easy, cheap way to get that. There's 2 paths. At the top of the tower. I guess if I keep following the pacifist route, I will gain access to things I couldn't access before. Wait, which way do I actually want to go? I don't remember which way I went through before. Left, thank you. Okay, so now I gotta kill everything? You moved very fast. Should have known. Okay. I think that's a bottomless pit. Kinda looks like it. Okay. Oh! I like that. Right, I was standing around, I'm like, but what happens if you break? Okay. Ah, I see. I understand now. Got it. I think I needed, just for me personally, just a little more conveyance on what was going on and how I should have been going about that, but I think it was pretty clear. Okay. And so now we're probably going to combine both. Oh, interesting. Good. Yeah, sorry I'm kind of getting quiet now. Definitely. Could probably, maybe, sort of use a break. Why did I think there was gonna be Spark Chaser here? Yeah, well that's true. I do need to focus because this is new for me. That I can't goof around like I would in a fan game sampler live stream, because I can't just say, nope, I'm deciding not to, I'll just stop playing whenever I feel like it. Nope. I was hoping that would work. That if I screw up terribly, then it's not a problem. I can just say, okay, well, on to the next game. I'm actually trying to beat this one, and this is all new stuff. Okay. Jump! Should I, avoid attacking you? Should I do this pacifistically? Well, maybe I have to. Okay. I have to actually fight this guy. Cool. Shoot its brain, you say?
Very well, let's do this. I am the ultimate.
Aha! And you're, of course, invincible. Wow, okay. Right, you hit the wall and then you bounce back, so I should stay a little farther away. Not the typical enemy, Mario! Okay. Boo, boo doo boo boo. Welcome to the club, Spin. I still love this music. Yeah. I forgot about the timing on the crystals there for a second, and I thought I was going to get hit, so I was trying to wait for the next crystal to fall, just to be safe. Interesting. Okay, so you don't get sucked in. Yeah, I remember there were copyright issues with the original. What is that thing in the background? Mark. That's interesting. Ow. So I think I actually prefer the bottom path, even though it looked like the top one's how you were supposed to go. Up, up, and away! That's fun. Looks like a checkpoint to me. No! I didn't need you. Sneaky. I like it. I like it. Oh gosh, so much going on. Ah, I thought I could get ahead of it. So I like that this is retaining the spirit. I mean, all of these so far have been, but I like that this is retaining the spirit of the original, which was using... Hang on a second, something's gonna happen here. Focus left my window for a second, and I don't know why. Usually that means like a virus scanner pop-up's gonna happen. But yeah, I like that this is bringing back entry, assets. So we have Glass Man and we have Gravity Man. I'll go with Gravity Man. Right, what did we determine? It was the hole. Okay. Just in case you're wondering, there's no floor there. Oops. Did not notice you. Wow. Interesting. I like this combination. Cool. Yikes! That was good. I'm confused. Was that like a skip teleporter? Was that an alternate path? Oh, is this where my keycard's gonna be? I think I would have liked a better sign about what was waiting for me here. And I like that there's an E-tank right out front here, because this can be a tough fight. Oops. Well, wait for the next one. It worries me that I've got things gravity flying. Oh! They solid from the bottom, apparently? Can I not jump through them? Because I'm pretty sure I just hit my head on that. I'm getting a little gameplay fatigued. But I know I'm presumably close to the end, so I'm probably gonna keep going and just do this as a one-shot. Oh! My brain lapsed for a minute, and I thought the platform was going to fall immediately underneath me. I knew that was coming, I just didn't know when it was coming, and there were just too many things my brain was keeping track of all at once. I'm going to pause for a second and just see what's going on in chat. Ah, okay. Oh, the arena, yeah. Always my least favorite part of any game, really. I don't like arenas. Boss fights are always my least favorite part of the Mega Man games. I much generally prefer the regular platforming. I still like some of the bosses, but I'm just not a big boss fight fan in general. Well, I'm out of that. Who needs tactics? Well, it's not just Mega Man, it's any video game. Well, aside from, like, RPGs. I like RPG bosses. But any platformer. Bosses tend to be my least favorite part, even if I do like them. So, just back-to-back boss fights is usually not my idea of enjoyment. This is one level that I feel would benefit from a remake, because I was never too keen on the original version of this. So we'll see how this turns out. I think it, in part because the fans didn't work the way I expected them to. You again! Oh! For some reason I thought that it was going to be telegraphed differently. Hang on a second, my control pad's getting a little sweaty. I was hoping I could kind of get the edge and just didn't quite calculate that right. That's alright. Oh! Should have known. Yeah, I'm not... I can feel my skill level slipping here. I need food. I need the break from video games. Well, that was cute. Whoops! Wow, that would have worked so much better if it had worked. There we go. You can just hang out up there, that's fine. Where I can't get you at all. Oh my gosh, come on. You know what? I almost used an E-tank, but I'm like, nah, I don't do that. Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, you know what? Oh, it exploded. I would love for there to be a definite checkpoint around here somewhere. Or a health refill. Those would be nice. Okay, now what? Okay. What disc? What disc? There was a disc? I didn't even see the disc. Yeah, I may, if there's an arena after this, I may make this a two-part. I may just finish up the fortress and then take a break. Because I'd rather be in better emotional and gameplay-y state. Help me! It's kind of amusing. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Yeah, I'm long overdue for lunch. We'll wrap this up. We'll finish this up. Hey! Well, that was unexpected. Actually, don't need it. That's cute. I like that. Oh, right. Ugh, wrong. Actually, what happens at this point in the game if I quit? If I leave? Can I get back to these if I pick this up some other time? Because I am kind of half considering unceremoniously taking a break. I'll get back to Wily 6, okay. So, I'll give this a few tries, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking it's time for me to take a break. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stages here. I want to make sure, even if they're short, even if they're only a couple screens, I want to make sure I enjoy this properly, and I can feel I'm already starting to drain and drag, so I'm going to take a break, and I can redo that section if I have to, and then I will come back to this some other time. I cannot exit. Okay, well, I guess I'm stuck here with Thunderwolf forever. Anyhow, thanks for joining me, and for sticking around through all of the craziness. So, if you missed any part of this recording, check it out on YouTube when I upload it within the next few days, and if you're watching this on YouTube, catch me live sometime on Twitch. I'm on social media, I'll give advance notice, sometimes like immediately before I stream. That's been more and more often the case, so I don't hold myself to the pressure of, oh, I gotta stream now that I announced it. And then I will get back to this later, so thank you everybody for joining me. Nice to have you here. See you next time.